This is going to be my first video on electricity. Now, this is a topic that students often find challenging, but there is definitely no need to. Normally, my videos focus on going through examples and answering exam questions, but for electricity, I feel like it's really important to get a good conceptual understanding. That's why I recommend you watch the first few videos in this playlist before going forward with the exam questions. So let's start with, well, what is electricity? Let's draw a copper wire. Now, metals have what we call delocalized electrons. This just means that these are electrons that are free to move within the metal. So let's draw some electrons. Now, the first key point is that electrons are negatively charged. So if I put a negative terminal on the left-hand side and a positive terminal on the right-hand side, which direction do you think the electrons will move? Well, they're going to be repelled from the negative plate and attracted to the positive plate. So what we say is they are repelled by a negative terminal and attracted to a positive terminal. Now, this is a good point to mention that when electricity was first discovered, they didn't know the charge on the electron. They thought the electron was actually a positive charge, which would flow from the positive plate to the negative plate. That's why conventional current flows in the opposite direction. So in all A-level physics exam questions, we're going to take current flowing from positive to negative. So let's take that down, conventional current. Flows from positive to negative. So if I draw a quick circuit, if I draw my cell, the longest terminal is positive, the shortest one is negative. For the purpose of this, I'm just going to draw a bulb. Now the current will flow from the positive all the way around to the negative. So let's get some key terms down now. The first one is current. This is just the rate of flow of charge. So it's essentially how much charge is passing this point per second. Now, whenever you see the word rate in physics, that just means divide by time. So I like to remember formulas by their definitions. So current is the rate, so divide by time, flow of charge. So we're going to need a Q on top. And we're going to call that equation 1 because we're going to need it later on. The next key term is potential difference. This is just the energy per unit charge. So potential difference is energy, because we've used the word per, that means divide, per unit charge. So it's essentially how much energy does each electron carry. So in the next video, I'm going to go through some examples of series and parallel circuits. If you'd like to get the notes from today's video, please check the comments below and I can send you a copy.